Welcome to Nature with Aristotle, the podcast where we delve into the wonders of the natural world and explore the fascinating creatures that inhabit it. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most intriguing and ancient animals on our planet, the velvet worm. To start, let's define what a velvet worm is. Despite its name, the velvet worm isn't actually a worm, but rather a type of animal that belongs to the phylum Onychophora. These creatures have been around for over 500 million years, and they're found in moist, humid environments all over the world. The velvet worm gets its name from its soft, velvety body, which is covered in tiny, hair-like structures called setae. The evolutionary history of the velvet worm is a fascinating topic. These animals have been around since the Cambrian period, and they've remained largely unchanged for millions of years. In fact, fossil records show that velvet worms were already present on Earth during the time of the dinosaurs. The first scientific documentation of velvet worms dates back to the 19th century, when they were discovered in Australia and New Zealand. From a scientific perspective, velvet worms are classified as part of the phylum Onychophora, which is a group of animals that's distinct from both insects and worms. They have a unique body structure, with a soft, segmented body and a pair of antennae-like structures on their head. Velvet worms also have a distinctive way of moving, using their setae to push themselves forward and climb up rocks and trees. One of the most significant research findings related to velvet worms is their unique body structure, which allows them to move and feed in a way that's different from any other animal. Scientists have discovered that the velvet worm's setae are made up of tiny, protein-based structures called sclerites, which provide the worm with its velvety texture and help it to move. This discovery has opened up new avenues for research into the evolution and development of these fascinating creatures. In terms of their ecological relationships, velvet worms play a vital role in their ecosystems. They're predators that feed on small insects and other invertebrates, and they're also an important food source for many larger animals, such as birds, reptiles, and amphibians. Velvet worms have a unique way of catching their prey, using their setae to snare and immobilize their victims. They also have a complex social structure, with some species living in large colonies and communicating with each other through chemical signals. Despite their importance in their ecosystems, velvet worms are facing some significant threats in the wild. Habitat destruction, pollution, and climate change are all taking a toll on these delicate creatures, making it harder for them to survive and thrive. For example, many velvet worm species rely on moist, humid environments to survive, but as the climate changes, these habitats are becoming increasingly scarce. Conservation efforts are underway to protect velvet worms and their habitats. In Australia, for example, conservationists are working to protect the habitats of the Australian velvet worm, which is found only in a small region of eastern Australia. This species is listed as endangered due to habitat loss and fragmentation, and conservation efforts are focused on protecting its remaining habitats and reducing the impact of human activities such as urban development and agriculture. As we conclude our journey into the world of velvet worms, I want to leave you with a thought-provoking insight. These ancient creatures may seem like small, insignificant animals, but they play a vital role in their ecosystems and have much to teach us about the importance of preserving biodiversity. By studying velvet worms and other unique organisms, we can gain a deeper understanding of the complex relationships between species and their environments, and learn valuable lessons about how to protect and conserve our planet's precious natural resources. That's all for today's Nature with Aristotle. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, may your curiosity about the natural world continue to flourish.